Good morning, y'all. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm Margaret Cooper Nygaard. This is No Recipe Necessary, and I woke up this morning with a craving for vanilla bean and toasted almond scones. So we're going to start with 2 cups of all-purpose flour that I've sifted into this nice big bowl. I'm going to add a 1/3 cup of granulated sugar, a tablespoon of baking powder, nice pinch of salt, and then this is 1/2 cup of unsalted butter that I have just cut up into little pieces for ease of use. It's cold. Doesn't have to be like freezer cold, but cold. You don't want softened butter. So what I'm doing now is just pushing this into the flour. I want most of it to be like a cornmeal texture, but then I'm also going to want basically chips of butter in here because that helps the scones be very flaky and it helps them rise. Now you could use a pastry cutter, but I find it's just as easy and just as fast just to do it like this. So to make those flakes, what I'm doing is pushing that butter between my fingers and the palm of my hand. You see that turns it into nice flat flakes. So we want it flaky scones. I'm pretty much a hands-on cook anyway, so everything gets in there with my fingers. I promise I'll wash them. Now you can add more or less almonds, more or less vanilla, depending on how you like it. Sticking a little bit there. And now I'm just using a bench scraper, but you can also use just a regular knife. I'm just going to cut this like I would a pie. So in half, and then half, quarters of those. So I've got 8 little scones, which I'm going to put on a parchment covered baking sheet. Excuse me. And I'm going to brush the tops with a little bit of milk. That helps with the browning and a little bit of a shine. And these are going to bake for 20-25 minutes until they're golden brown. And then we'll glaze them after they cool. So the scones are out. My tea is steeping. It's time to glaze these scones and have a nice cream tea. So I've got a little over 1/2 cup of powdered sugar that I've sifted carefully. I'm going to put in a little dollop of the vanilla bean paste. So, you know, when you're using bean paste or if you're using actual vanilla seeds, you're going to find the flavor is very rich. It's not like plain vanilla ice cream type flavors that you've had as a kid. All right, so this is a little bit of milk and some cream that I had also out for making the scones. And I'm just going to stir these together until I get to a thickness that I like. And as you can see, that's pretty darn thick, so we're going to add some more. That's pretty good. That's about exactly where I want it. So given that, all I'm going to do now is just drizzle it over my scones. That looks pretty good. And I believe it's time for tea. Okay. So there you have it. We have vanilla bean and almond scones with a vanilla bean glaze and a little bit of clotted cream and a nice pot of hot tea for the cool morning. We're ready to go for a cream tea a la Margaret. Talk to you soon. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Thanks.